Hello everybody, Miss Jackie Russell here. Hey guys, how are you doing today? I am doing just great, other than went outside this morning and I got stung by a yellow jacket. You can see the marks on there, look at that. And because I know what to do when you get stung, the swelling's already going down. But boy howdy, I screamed bloody murder. My husband come running, wanting to know what was wrong. The secret is, as soon as you get bit, you've got to make a little paste of baking soda. And you got to make it up with a little bit of water, get it pasty, and then paste it right on. Now this is real tender, and I did take an ephedrine, is that how you say that? Ephedrine? Because I'm allergic. I'm really highly allergic to yellow jacket bites. And it's going to be a little bit tender, but the swelling's gone way down. I just got the marks, but other than that, I'm doing just fine. And today, of course, you know, the mail lady came. I seem to be saying that every day now. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I would ask you to consider subscribing to my channel. We have a lot of different variety of unboxings on here, and it seems like the mail lady drops something off every day. And if you are my returning friends, my subscribers, I especially welcome you. Now, today we are going to be traveling Celebrate States. Now, let's see where we're going. South Carolina. Hey, here we come. All right, I haven't been to South Carolina, but I'm going to be traveling there today through the Celebrate States. That's the one great thing about this box. I have my product sheet. I have information here about South Carolina, and I even have a Discover magazine for South Carolina. I love it when I get these in the box. And for a little sneaky peek, there we go. We're going to see what's in this box. Now guys, this box is $45 a month if you just want it month to month. If you want to do an annual contract, it brings it down to about $39 a month, and there's $10 shipping. So keep that in mind. I think it's well worth it because you're able to travel through the states and find a little bit something special about each state. And if you can't go, then it does give you that one-on-one taste, so to speak, because we'll have some foods, we'll have some artisan, some local artisan type gifts and or souvenirs. And when you go on a trip, that's what you do. You pick up souvenirs. So this is a great way for you to kind of see what the state has to offer and get some of those tastes and vibes of the state. So without any further going on, let's find out about South Carolina. The South Carolina Palmetto box is what it says. It looks like we have a little handout here on South Carolina, and it's going to tell us a little bit about it. And they just state the facts, the lay of the land, their bird. It looks like they're known for growing some peaches, and they have key historical events on here and some famous names. This is something that they provide for us in most all boxes. Not every box. Sometimes we get like a little cartoon paper that we can color, so an activity sheet. But this is great for your kids. If you have kids in school and they're doing projects, this is a great resource for your children, even all the way up to probably high school or college, because you get all this information. Now this is about traveling, more or less. I mean, to see where you might want to go. And that's another thing that's great about Celebrate States. It gives you that opportunity to kind of see where you might want to map out your trip, if you're going by car or where you want to fly to. So those kind of things. But let's get into this box. The first item we have is a Charleston Favorites. It's from Charleston, South Carolina, and it looks like it's key lime cookies and sugared pecans. Well, that's sure to be a favorite. Okay, guys, I see the praline pecans here and the key lime cookies. These look to be old-fashioned style type cookies, it says. And then these are our praline pecans. And let's read about it. It says, for Jimmy, I think Haygood or Hawgood food for the Southern soul isn't just the name of his specialty food and catering business. It is his way of life, following his passion. Haygood or Hawgood, I'm not sure, maybe it's Hagood, has made an inedible mark on low country food scene. As a barbecue impresario and an advocate of coastal South Carolina's unique culinary culture, he has brought national visibility to the art of barbecue cooking and further elevated high-quality Southern pantry items. We have chosen the delicious key lime cookies and the sugared pecans, so I bet these are going to be delicious and very sweet. What do you think? Well, I'll have to read the ingredients on here. Looks like I can probably eat these. That's a good thing. And let's check this ingredients. Can't eat these. They've got cottonseed oil in them for me, but someone else, a lot of people can eat them, no problem. So those are going to be some tasty treats, one for me and one for my husband, because he doesn't have any problem with cottonseed oil. Our next item is Raven's Nest Gourmet, and this is from Fort Mills, South Carolina, and it's Garden Party Mix. And let's see what we have here. Here we go. It's right here. It's a vegetable dip. It's cheese, balls, and more. So let's find out more about them. Born in Alabama and raised in the Carolinas, Raven's Nest Gourmet and Gift is a second-generation woman-owned and operated family business, rich in heritage and a loyal following. The Nest was founded in 1980 by Raven, and her legacy is now being carried on through her daughter, Monica. We've shared handmade gifts along our gourmet jams, butters, salsas, and spices. Each product in our collection is rooted in Raven's artistry, love of good food and activity. We have chosen Garden Party Mix as summer is the perfect time to get out some dip and fresh veggies. Well, that sounds delicious. So I'm sure there's all kinds of nice little spices in there, and they've got a couple of recipes on the back that you can use to whip this up into a cheese ball or to make a cheese ball for your dip. So that sounds good. And now our next item is Old Colony Bakery, Mount Pleasant, South Carolina, and this is, I think it's, you pronounce it beanie wafers? Beanie wafers, that's what these look like. And this says, unique to low country since colonial times, beanie, the Bantu word for sesame, has brought from East Africa, Madagascar through West Africa and brought over to the southern United States by the African slaves. It was planted extensively throughout the South. Other foods brought from Africa in the 17th and 18th century include peanuts, sweet potatoes, okra, black-eyed peas, and collard greens. Wow, some of those are my favorites. I didn't know they came from Africa. That's wonderful. Thank you for bringing them, because boy, I love me some fried okra. That's just good. And then we have black-eyed peas at New Year, because that's supposed to give us good luck here in the South. And of course, I love sweet potatoes and peanuts, so I mean, you can't go wrong. All right, guys, sesame is a versatile seed that can be used in many of the same ways as nuts. The seed has a nutty, sweet aroma and milk-like buttery taste. When toasted, its flavor intensifies, yielding an almost almond or peanut butter-like flavor. Rich in calcium, vitamin B and E, iron and zinc, sesame is high in protein and contains no cholesterol. It's a key ingredient in a variety of world cuisines, especially Asian, Middle Eastern, and Mediterranean. But in America, we commonly see it as topping on a sandwich, like a hamburger bun. My southern recipe calls for sesame seed, but none is so loved as the beanie wafer, a Charleston favorite only available from old 100 years, and it is said to be the only existing original beanie wafer recipe. Cool. So we have an exclusive right here. The ingredients, I can't read them right now, so I can't take a taste of these right now without reading all that. But they sound delicious, and I'm glad to learn about the history. That's another thing about Celebrate States. You get a little bit of history while you're going through these boxes, and I just love that. Now, our next item is Applewood Books, and this is out of Carlisle, Massachusetts. It says, we're so excited to find Apple Books to add to our boxes. Apple Books is an American publisher that tells authentic stories of people, places, and history. Their work engages cultural travelers, enriches community, and informs future stewards. They celebrate their beginning in 1973 when the founder, Philip Zuckerman, drove from Denver to Boston, loaded up with a letterpress and all his possessions. Phil launched Applewood Press on July 4th, 1976, as America celebrated its 200th anniversary of independence. We hope you enjoy this travel games book either on your next vacation or just during some downtime at home. And guys, these kind of puzzles and doing all kinds of little things is great for brain teasers, and it helps keep your brain functioning, and it's supposed to kind of help you with your memory and everything. So if you get a chance to do little puzzles like this, I would highly recommend it. And what a great way to do it than a road trip. Okay guys, our next item is Myrtle Beach coaster and summer kitchen towel. So that kind of tells us right now we're going to get a towel. And boy howdy, are we going to get a towel. Look at this pretty colorful towel. And it even has a saying here on the back. It says, "Hello, sweet summer," and I'm not going to undo this. It feels really nice and soft, but I may gift this out, so I'm not going to unwrap it. But I do want to talk about it. Let's find out about this. If you haven't been to the coast of South Carolina, it is a must-see, so you might want to put that on your travel plans. There are 180 miles of beautiful South Carolina coastline from Hilton Head to Myrtle Beach. You can't go wrong on a beach trip to South Carolina. We hope these home decor items will bring some summer beachy vibe to your home. So that's what we have this month in the Celebrate States box. We got a lot of goodies to eat and then something to work on to help us along our trip. So we got our little word search book. We got our little kitchen towel. We got our beanie wafers that are special all the way from Africa. And we have our veggie garden dip. We have our key lime cookies. And we have our praline pecans. So what do you think? Did you have a favorite item? My favorite item was going to be these praline pecans because I can snack on them. And I really like this towel. I like it says, "Hello, sweet summer," and I like that it's got a sweet, juicy watermelon on there. So these are my two favorite items, and if I pick a third, it's going to be these beanie wafers based on the history of how they came to America and the other vegetables that I didn't even know, were brought in by Africa. So that's just so good and so much good things for us to learn. So you let me know what your favorite item is down in the comments. And would you want to go to South Carolina? It sounds like a great state to go visit. But guys, that's about it for South Carolina today. So hey, look down in my description to check out any giveaways or any collaborations that are currently going on. Be sure and be on the lookout for my 800 subscriber giveaway. Yes ma'am, it's coming up. Yay! Thank you everybody. Thank you. I am so happy to be there, and I just hope I hold steady, because you never know, it can bounce up and down a little bit. But I'll be having my 800 subscriber giveaway real soon, so be on the lookout for that. And as for today, that's all I have. So as usual, I wish you all a blessed and happy day. Bye bye.